Hi, I actually just, like I promised you last week, I would come back to you this week and share with you a something that happened to me in the first few weeks, actually, after Phil died, when I felt completely hopeless, when I was so devastated and I could barely put one foot in front of the other. I was just existing, I was just surviving, but not really wanting to survive. And I'm sure that you would know what that is like as a widow yourself. And I hope that this video will bring you some hope that God has got you, that God has got the situation, even though it feels like everything is out of control. And this situation, or this event that happened in my life, it was actually a dream. It just really gave me so much comfort, and it's something that I held on to in the days following after that event. And I think I have told you before, like I've shared before, that when I was in my first year journey of grief, that holding on to God's word and his promises was so extremely important for me. When I couldn't see a future, I held on to God's promises that he said that he would give me a future again. When I couldn't see how he would heal me, I held on to his promises that he is the God who would heal me, that he is near to the brokenhearted. And this dream that I had was really, really significant for me on this journey. And so I just wanted to share this with you today. And it's actually, let's start. So that night, this particular night, I went to bed. After the kids had gone to sleep, I went to sleep. And I just remember before I went to sleep, I was just saying to God, as you do, when your heart is in so much pain, and God, I just don't know how I'm going to get through this. Everything feels so awful. It is so overwhelming. My pain in my heart is so intense. And I that's what I said to God before I went to sleep. And that night I had a dream, and I dreamt that I had landed in this really dark place, and I couldn't see anything. I could see nothing around me. I didn't know where I was, but all I remember in my dream was that everything was incredibly dark, black dark, not dark, black dark, and there was no light anywhere. And I was just really perplexed and really shocked that this is where I was. But then as I was looking around me, trying to find something in this darkness, in the far off distance, I saw the earth, and I saw how it was being created by God, like it is in Genesis, in the book of Genesis. And as I was looking at that, the words, it was almost like an audible voice. The words that came to me was, just as I made the world out of nothing, I will make something out of your nothingness. And I woke up the following day, and I was so excited in my pain. I was so excited, and I wrote this down in my journal, because I knew that God had spoken like nothing else in that season. You know what it's like, when you're so hurt, nothing else sort of seems to get through, and it almost seems as if the Bible is, you're not getting any revelations, you're not getting any, it feels like you're not getting any kind of promise or any kind of revelation or a spark of light that says, oh yes, this is really good. That dream cut through everything, cut through all of those feelings, cut through all of those emotions that I was feeling in regards to Phil's death. God recognized that I was in complete darkness, that I was really, really struggling. And what he did is he gave me that dream to encourage me. And, that dream had just been so incredibly powerful for me. And I still think about it to this day. Like I've shared with you last week, I'm on another grief journey, and not one that looks like loss, but it is loss in a sense. And maybe one day I will be able to share with you, just for privacy reasons, to protect the person involved. I cannot share this because I haven't been given the permission to do so, and I don't want to do so either. because of that. But one day I hope to be able to share this part of my journey of loss, a different kind of loss with you. But I remind myself that even now, like when I sit there and cry and I feel really hurt and really devastated at the situation that we find ourselves in right now, I sit there and cry and I think, God, you said that you will make something out of my nothingness, and you will do this for this person who's involved in my life as well. That you will make something out of nothing for this person, and that you will heal the pain of what we are going through right now. And I know that there are no magical answers for getting through grief, through facing loss. There are no magical answers. We often fantasize, don't we? God, can you just make something real? Can you just do something about the situation? Can you just make it better? Can you make it go away? Can you make me feel better? But there is nothing that we can do except to continue to to move forward with our life step by step. And that moving forward might look like lots of crying. It might mean calling out to God when you have nothing to say with groans. Call out to him with groans. It may look like journaling for you. It may look like going for a good brisk walk just to get your endorphins going when life is just so incredibly hard. And it also means holding on to God's word. And I would love to be able to give you all the answers, saying, yes, this is what you must do to heal your grief. There are no answers, but what I can tell you is I can walk with you, and I choose to walk with you. And even if these videos encourage you and you feel like you are being I'm walking beside you, then that is all. This is just really for encouragement that I want to be able to give you. So I just wanted to share this with you. And I just hope that it blesses you. I think that's really my desire, is I just want it to bless you. So I will talk to you again next week. I will share another part of my journey, or whatever sort of comes up during the week. And just to encourage you who is widowed. And as always, you can find a link below if you want to sign up for the Steady Ground method, like things to help you manage your grief, to keep you steadier. Then please do access that freebie that I have created for you. And I hope that it blesses you. But even if you don't, I hope that this video blesses you on your journey. And God will make something out of your nothingness. He will create light in your darkness. And your life isn't going to be like this forever. So I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.